Ladies and gentlemen, A. Curly Ray.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, Curly.
Thank you for having me here, Rock Talks and the Lethal Geeks podcast, including Charles Austin. And,
Absolutely.
and I'm very glad to be here tonight. That video y'all just showed out, I was not expecting that. I thought that, it might have been something else, but I was not expecting that video. I just want to thank you for much. That was a very fantastic video y'all just pulled off.
That
I think it's very amazing, and I cannot wait to, save it and show it to everyone. I think they're going to love it.
that was something that Costello had put together for
I was
you.
just about to say that. Yep. He Costello's way, he put that together, and we checked it out. We thought it was a really, really good video. So yeah, that's how we wanted to bring it on. So welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. That shout out to Casellas Way for making that video. That it's very great to be here. At least my first time on the Lethal Geeks podcast. I tuned into the stream last week, and I think how y'all want this laid out, how you want to talk about have everyone on the podcast when it comes to cosplayers, and I think that kind of gave me some encouragement to come up on here and say, hey, would y'all like me on here? And it turns out that I got chose to be on here and to even show up my cosplay as Jimmy. And I'm just, I'm very happy to be here with you guys, because
Shout out to Skywalker.
shout out Skywalker, what's up? And okay, sorry.
No worries, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, all right, man.
How about we start off and let's talk about your costume, because like that is just a phenomenal. We were talking about this backstage. The costume is absolutely phenomenal. I would like you to go into a bit of detail as to how you put that together, and go into detail about the mask, the lighting, all of that. I'd like to know more about that.
So what I did for the lighting of the mask, because this mask has some software where it has an app where you can upload an image and put it onto the mask. So what I did was I found like some fan art, like Jimmy fan art on, on like Google and on Twitter. And I think this cartoon, like this animated drawing of Jimmy, I think would fit well to what I was doing. And what I did was on my phone with the black holes, I filled it in with red. So I basically put that on there on the LED mask. Now for everything else, I kind of had to build it up from like stuff like to vests I ordered online. So where I got the vest from right here and all the the shirt and the pants, I got it from evic.com, and they are a airsoft website where you can order guns, you can order the BBs, you can order parts, for your airsoft guns, because I was into that when I was really young. And I figured that as time went on, I decided to put more detail into my Jimmy cosplay. And before then, when I started cosplaying as Jimmy, I just had a Rebel Moon hoodie and some multi camo pants I wore, when I was playing airsoft. And I decided to go with that to the convention I was going to, because what got me to start cosplaying as Jimmy was, the convention I went to early this year to see Sophia Boutella. I originally wasn't planning to go to that, but what happened was I was just kind of scrolling through Twitter, just like, showing out engagement for Rebel Moon. And then I thought about that convention. I was like, should I go to that? And then an idea popped into my head. I was like, wait, what if I cosplayed as Jimmy? I was like, oh, bro, I wonder what everyone would think. I was like, yo, I wonder if I can pull this off. So I ordered this right here, the stick that Jimmy uses in the movie. I ordered the face LED mask. I ordered the horns, and I also ordered this mask to cover my hair and my skin. That way it wouldn't show, in the costume. And I went with that, And I go to these conventions, and I'm just getting so much of these compliments, even for people that, liked Rebel Moon. This was right after part 1 came out. And everyone was just like, yo, that's a sick costume you got. They're like, wow, that looks so cool. And then later on, that got me into wanting to uh, upgrade my costume. That's where I bought the vest, the green clothes, and also, the kind of green mask because it was originally black.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And to the convention I went to a few weeks ago, and this was a couple months after part 2 came out, I got even more compliments than I did before. Like, there's one person that I came across that he literally, I was walking to the exit, and this one guy, he yelled out Rebel Moon across the hallway. He was like, hold up. He was like, Rebel Moon! And like, I saw that. I was like, yo, what's up, man? And I said,
That's really cool to know that Rebel Moon has been getting that kind of a reaction from people at the conventions. That's really neat.
And not just inside the Twitter sphere,
Exactly.
like they would have you believe. Exactly.
yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because, and me just thinking about, this, there's a lot of people that love Zack Snyder, like even in the real world, because most of the hate, not about 99% of the hate of it is just faking online. But here's the thing here, like I'm going to these conventions, or last time I was at, there's people asking me, because, when they come up to me and talk about how cool it is or how cool my costume is, I always ask them, hey, have you seen Rebel Moon? And most of them said yes. Like I was in the elevator, asking if they've seen it, and they're like, "Yeah, I just watched it last week. That was a very good movie." And
That's
I
awesome.
even came across some people that asked me, like, "Hey, are you a Zack Snyder fan?" I was like,
What gave it away?
"Yeah."
But see, you know what though? What's funny about that is I bet money that they probably see, the thing about it is they probably don't even follow Zack Snyder. They just like Zack Snyder, but they probably don't even
Yeah.
follow Zack Snyder in Twitter. So
Yep.
they don't know about all of the discourse and all of the bull crap that's going on in
Mhm.
Twitter. They have a Netflix account like normal people do. They see a movie. Oh, Zack Snyder. Yeah, the guy that did 300, the guy that did Man of Steel. Yeah, I like him. There you go.
And they
All of
just
that
watch
stuff,
the movie. Exactly. They just enjoy it.
They
and
just
they
watch.
just enjoy it.
They
It's
just
not
watch.
about the discourse online.
Yep. They just
Yep.
watch the movies. They enjoy them, and then do other stuff with their lives. They don't go on Twitter and argue with people like oh, it's just they don't argue with people, and because they're probably, the people online are probably not even real people. There's probably just a bunch of bots. And I think it is crazy because I'm touching on this. Hold up a second.
No worries.
Anyway, sorry about that. Because like people say, oh, he's just too bad. Now if there's somebody that I would come across in real life, okay, if I were to come across somebody that hated Zack Snyder in real life, the difference between real life and on the internet is, if someone doesn't like Zack Snyder in real life, they don't really push out agenda saying, oh, nobody likes Zack Snyder whatsoever. They don't really care. They'll be like, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Zack Snyder, and they'll move on. On the internet, people are obsessed with Zack Snyder when it comes to the hate. They're super duper upset or obsessed with them, and it's
What
just
what I think contributes to it is, I think that when people see Zack Snyder on the internet, and they relate that to negativity, is because it's done on purpose to get those clicks, to get that engagement farming. You know what I mean? It's not something that's real. But if we can get back to your costume though, Curly, I wanted to ask you about the conventions that you've gone to. How long have you been going to conventions? What other characters have you dressed up as? I'd like to get into those kinds of details, because you seem like somebody who has done this quite often and has probably built a reputation for yourself within those conventions. So I'd like to learn more about your past there and what your goals are for the future.
well, back whenever when I this was right after the pandemic hit, and around that time, around late 2021, me and my family were going out on a trip somewhere to a lake, and the hotel we were staying at had a convention going on, and we had no idea about it. Like, we had zero idea that it was going on. And this was the first time I ever went to a Comic-Con like this. So I wasn't dressed up. I didn't dress up because I wasn't prepared. We had no idea this was going on. And we went up there and we saw what was going on. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a convention going on. I got to go to this. So luckily, I was able to go in there and I got to meet lots of people and even some voice actors that I'd never met before that I was surprised, I was there. And this was about almost 3 years ago. The people that I met, the voice actor wise, going into there, I met Makarel, if I pronounced her last name right. If I did pronounce it wrong, I'm very sorry. She is the voice actor, the English dubbed voice actor for Bulma from Dragon Ball Super.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's really neat.
And then next, I got to meet, I forgot his name, one of the dudes that voiced Crow from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And I got to take a free picture with them. One of the pictures I sent out, I got to take a free picture with them. And the other actor I met, I don't know if I sent a picture of this, but I got to meet who's the guy that voices General Grievous from Star Wars? I met him.
Oh, I don't remember his name. Hang on a
It's
second.
drawing a blank on me, Charles.
Hang on, let me look it up.
Yeah, there's some of these actors I think I forgot some of their names, and I just
That would be.
And he also voiced the battle droids from Star Wars.
Yeah, he sure did. Where's he at? Yeah, so we have. It looks like we had a few people. So from episode 3, it was Matthew Wood, and then we also had let's see, John DiMaggio from the Clone Wars, and then
John
Kirby
DiMaggio.
Morrow.
John
Yeah.
DiMaggio, that was him.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
him. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to meet him, and throughout that time, I saw all these people dressed up and cosplayed as these characters, and I was thinking, like, yo, I want to go to more of these.
Hey, what's up, Creed?
And that was where I started my journey of being a cosplayer. And the other characters I have cosplayed as have been Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yusei Fudo from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and Teen Gohan from Dragon Ball Z.
Team Gohan.
And now it's Jimmy from Rebel Moon.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I wanted to actually ask you, because we were speaking on your journey. What was like when you first knew you wanted to do cosplay? Like, what was the very first thing that you cosplayed as?
Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! That was the first.
From Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay,
Yep.
that was the very first one. All right, brother.